Peace, y'all. So I'm just trying something out. Trying a lot of things out, really. Trying a lot of things out. And I want to practice with this software that I'm utilizing to edit videos and whatnot. Play with this phone because I have cameras, but it's so much more convenient to just start recording on my phone when I feel led to share. So, the nose itching. So I'm practicing with this phone tonight, and instead of looking at the screen where my reflection is, which is so much easier, my reflection is here, I'm trying to put my focus on this lens so that I could be looking at you all, and it is challenging. I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm be able to hold my train of thought. So anyways, I was really trying to do a video on codependency, but I keep on going on a tangent talking about seeds and fruits. So I'm just like, first off, let me just do a video and title it, Why Fruits? Why Fruits? It actually came to me a little bit earlier, but I was trying to get away from it to talk about something else. But Spirit keeps bringing me to this fruit and these seeds. So I'm like, let me talk about this. Let me just talk about this first and foremost, okay? So I think in my mind, everyone has heard judge a tree or a person by the fruit that it bears. Even in scripture, in the Bible, Christ, there was a point, if I can recall. I laugh at myself when it comes to the Bible, y'all. Because when I say I am the queen of paraphrasing, and it's just be like little stuff I remember. And I probably can't tell you exactly where, but that's what we got Google for. So there was a point in the Bible where Christ, there was a tree. I think it was like a big tree or something. That could be totally wrong. I don't know what type of tree it was, but it was a tree. And this tree didn't have no fruit on it. Let me speak proper English. This tree did not have any fruit on it. And he told this tree to wither up and die. And the tree withered up and died. Now we could mind my angles. So we can look at it as all types of ways. Allegory, metaphorically, literally. All of it applies because we're more Thai. But let me calm down because I really was super calm, super tired today. My day been long. But it was definitely on me to play around with my phone tonight and recording just so I can get in, practicing and playing around with this software. But also just sharing because I'm always in a place of sharing. And I'm big on being fruitful and giving my energy to places where there is fruit bared. So yes, back to this good title, Why Fruit? So I gave that example just to put emphasis on this idea of fruit. And like somewhere in there, it even says something about, we should judge people, things, situations, spaces by the fruit it bears. Like what comes forth from that space. And something else that I oftentimes, getting ahead of myself. Okay, y'all. So why fruit? So the thing is, how do we identify fruits? Some people identify tomatoes. Most people, a lot of people in America, I don't know if it's in the food pyramid or whatever, but oftentimes tomatoes are viewed as fruit. And the reason being is because they bear seed. We classify the distinction between fruits and vegetables is that fruit bears seeds. And oftentimes, even biblically, when you hear church folks talk about being fruitful, the first thing they think about is we supposed to have children because they say be fruitful and multiply. We supposed to be having children because they thinking about the seeds and the womb and of the Hold on, my nose. Let me get my nose together, y'all. I don't know. I didn't even say it out loud, but the only thing I could think of was the seeds of the scrotum. So the fruit of the ovaries. No, the seeds of the ovaries and of the scrotum, right? So that's oftentimes what the reference, at least when I was in church, was always made to us having children. But I mean, that bears to everything in our life. Like, I only seek to put, at this point in my life, I only seek to put my energy where it's going to be fruitful. Like, I can't put my energy into something that's, okay, yes, taking it back, white fruit. So that we distinct, my eyes are burning, y'all. Y'all know how it get late at night, then all your natural oils and stuff start running to your eyeballs and your eyes be burning. That be meaning it's time to wash your face. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, y'all, I didn't have to stop and record and re-record so many times. I'm almost over it. So, this good fruits and these good seeds. And yes, so fruit, this analogy of fruit is important because of the seeds. And I got to this because it looked like I was snorting something. So I had to start doing stuff like that. I got to this because I think I said before I wanted to come forward and share a video on codependency, but I didn't want to go in depth about it or with that topic, not at this time at least. And really just wanted to come forward with the intention of planting seeds. And I wanted to share that anytime I'm doing these videos, anytime I'm serving and supporting women in their journey, their journeys through pregnancy and motherhood, or most of my encounters, what I seek to do in the village, what I seek to do is plant seeds. And with that, which is why I'm okay, and which is why I like the idea of just coming forward and sharing short spills, short sharings, because I'm only looking to plant seeds. It's not my job. It's not your job to grow nobody else's tree and to bear anyone else's fruit. It's like everyone must bear their own cross. And you may or may not have heard it before, and a cross is a tree. A lot of folks would say that it's so much that can be said, but I'm just using this in a way of an analogy. A lot of people say that Christ was not hung on the cross, he was hung on a tree. And when you think of a melanated brother, that makes sense. But anyway, that ain't got nothing, crucifixion ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now as far as these fruit though. But yes, everybody got to bear their own cross. And I'm only saying that in the sense that everyone has to grow their own tree. So it's just like, I feel like it's only my job to plant seeds. And it's also, I say job, but it's an act of service for me. Like, that's something that I seek to do. Because I know I could just say one little thing that can be as a seed unto you. And you can go on about your day, go on about your life. And it's like the way that we are interconnected and the way the spirit moves, there are other faculties in your life that will water that seed. You will water that seed intentionally at times. And what is to come forth from that will come. So, yes. Why fruits? Because fruit has seeds, and we multiply in the way of seeds. My ears are popping. Yeah, so we multiply in the way of seeds, and yeah, it's our job to multiply. It's our job to be used by God, as some will put it. It's our job to be used and led by spirit. To be the full expression of our higher selves, our authentic selves, because that's each one teach one right there. That's each one teach one right there. We are spreading our seeds, and our seeds come from the fruit that we've grown in our own lives. Come on. I almost said come the fuck on. Then I turn around and still see it. But come on. So anyways, I said I really want to come and talk about something else. But I wanted to put that out there, though, about these good seeds. Because that is something, I think for the last few years, that people who are around me, they hear me mention a lot. And especially people who I work alongside, I make it known and just share, my intention is to plant seeds. Because sometimes at a certain time, something I may say may be too far out at that time for one to fully grasp. But I'm like, if I could just plant a seed, like, cool. Like, cool. Like, I know it's not my responsibility to grow no truth for nobody else. Like, we all endowed with that life force. That we all endowed with that life force. And yes, and we all got the powers. Some ain't bearing fruit to tell their joint, wither up and die. But anyways, y'all, like I said, that's all I want to say in regard to this. Did not want this to be long. Kind of all over the place. Kind of not after I get done chopping on this video. And I may or may not be able to come forward with the video that I originally wanted to record and speak on tonight. Peace, y'all. So I'm thinking maybe in the future, maybe I can write notes, you know. Maybe that'll help me stay on topic and get my point across faster. I appreciate you watching. I just rewatched it through and I'm like, okay, that was cool. That was entertaining, you know. That was entertaining and informing, you know. But also part of me wanted to just like, I could have just jotted down notes as to like why fruit. Oops, sorry y'all. And kind of stayed on topic better. But even when I did just jot down a couple things, I'm like, I pretty much did cover that. But in a nutshell, why fruit? Because fruit is something that keeps on giving. Fruit is, looking at my notes, fruit is representative of like life force. And life force is like energy. And energy is neither created or destroyed. It's just something that keeps on circulating. It keeps on giving. And because fruit does bear seeds, it's just like, I mean, like in so many ways, the seeds you plant is your legacy. I think I said it was a while ago. I don't even know when, a while ago. But I talked about how our legacy, I didn't talk about it on YouTube, but I talked about how our legacy, we're leaving our legacy behind with just every encounter that we're having with each person we meet. Like, that is our legacy. The impression that I leave on you is a part of my legacy. I go on and on. You know, the people who have left impressions on me, I'm a part of their legacy, you know? And it's like we all are a part of the legacy, the legacy of life, everlasting life. That's the thing. Fruit equates to, that's the thing. Cool. My words get messed up. But fruit equates to, and I didn't write that down. I was saying eternal nature, but it's everlasting life is what I really was reaching for, or whatever. So that's why fruit, that's why fruit, because fruit is representative of everlasting life due to it having seeds in it. We be eating some stuff that ain't fruits. I don't be eating them. I don't like them gents. I don't like genetically modified organisms like the mangoes. Not the mangoes. The mandarins, them little cutie gents. I know a lot of people be talking about they good because they real citrusy. But ain't no seeds in them. I'm like, what is this even? Like, we can't even call this is so off topic. But I'm going to leave it in this video because I am. But yeah, y'all, them just don't even have seeds in them. So just like when we be eating this fruit, like I hate to get an apple and ain't no seeds in this because I'm like, this is not an apple. Like, for me being an organic organism, I need to consume organic food. But that's neither here or there, but kind of is very much so here. Again, because we should want to indulge in things that's fruitful and put out things that's fruitful. We should multiply, be fruitful and multiply. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all, that's it for real. Everlasting life. Why fruit? What's the sign? Equal sign. Everlasting life. That's why. That's it, y'all. Bam.